think it's working. Because I can't tell this is working. This is very different from Twitch. Excuse me. But like I said yesterday, I'm gonna keep going through this story, given that we didn't play this game for a while. I think even... Let me see my quests. Yes, I gave in all these. I turned in the shoe quest, and there wasn't anything else. I am going to double check on this, because it is important that I don't miss anything. Because it happened last time. Maybe I should do like a favorites. I should definitely favorite which chapter I'm in. Oh, that is not what I want. Wrong one. Yes. Okay. So I believe we have everything. So now we can go to Sank District. I don't have time to do anything else since we've arrived at Sank District. Yeah, I was saving a different file just in case. But so far, we have everything. I'm gonna try to make this go faster. Here's the fastest. Oh! The Australia girls.
They were wearing the same uniform as Reen's sister.
Yeah, they must go to St. Australia too.
So, the famous St. Australia Girls' School is around here, huh? It's supposed to be a combined middle and high school exclusively for the young ladies of the nobility.
Yeah, this is one part of the capital that the masses have no reason to visit. Although, I can at least support the school's commitment to fostering chastity and rejecting materialism.
You seem to know an awful lot about a fancy girls' school.
Uh-huh.
No, I don't. This is all just common knowledge.
Anyway, let's go and wait by the front gate.
Yeah, those were the instructor's orders.
I'm feeling kind of nervous, actually.
Why would you?
To men, this academy must seem clad in the mysterious, impenetrable aura of feminine nobility.
I was wondering, did you not want to come here, Laura?
My father did recommend it to me, but they offered no classes in the martial arts. That alone was reason enough to look elsewhere.
I can totally understand that.
Though I get the feeling Laura would cause a real uproar if she went to a school for genteel young ladies.
Yeah, I can picture the chaos now.
I can picture, like, Yuri anime series starting to happen between her, like, Strawberry Panic.
Oh? I have a number of acquaintances who attend there, and from all I hear, it does seem to be a wonderful school. I've heard that even Princess Alphen herself is a student there.
I've heard that too.
Princess who?
You've seriously never heard of her? I know you're not from Erebonia, but still.
To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if plenty of Erebonians didn't know who she is.
Princess Alphen is the daughter of our reigning emperor, His Majesty Emperor Ugent. She's supposed to be as sweet as an angel and popular with everyone.
Is that so?
Actually, I believe she's the same age as Fee. I've had the opportunity to meet her once before. She truly is as charming as the rumors suggest.
I figured as much. I've seen photographs of her plenty of times in magazines, though I've never had the opportunity to meet her.
Sounds like she's in the same school year as Elise, come to think of it. She has a twin brother, too, Prince Cedric. He's the crown prince of Erebonia.
Oh, right. I think I've seen a picture of the prince in a magazine before. Dark blonde hair, like Eustace's brother, right?
Oh, I think you're thinking of Prince Oliver. He's Cedric and Alphen's older brother.
Why isn't he the crown prince then?
I've heard the reason is that his mother was a commoner. It seems like a stupid reason to deny him the right of succession, but that's how nobles do things.
I feel like I've been hearing his name a lot lately. He made a big splash when he came back from Liberl aboard that airship. You know the one, right?
You must be referring to his return aboard the Arcel, after the crisis in Liberl was put to rest.
I was kind of the barrel. The burl.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. It really made a big impact. I'd never seen an airship that looked so white and elegant before.
I believe my father went to welcome the prince back in his capacity as imperial governor, too. And yeah, now that you mention it, that does seem to be when I started hearing his name around a lot more.
Oh, you're all here already.
Ah, you made it.
It's good to see you all again.
You're a bunch of early birds, aren't you?
Well, we just about finished up everything we had to do when we got the call to meet here.
Were you able to finish up everything on your end, too?
As if we'd leave any loose ends. If not for our unfamiliarity with the city, we would have been finished this morning.
Every time.
Looks like getting these two to kiss and make up will be an uphill battle.
Well, some say that when someone gets under your skin, it means you really care about what they think.
Wait, did you two...
I figured the girls would be the first to notice.
Of course, I apologize for any worry I've caused you.
We're fine now.
Really? That's great! It sure is. Maybe after this field study is over, we can get together and spend the night talking in one of our rooms.
Sounds good.
The thought of a Class 7 pajama party makes me a little embarrassed.
That's girls for you.
Girls and sleepovers go together like jam and toast, huh?
That must be Heimdall Cathedral's bell.
It has a solemn, stately sound, wouldn't you say? It sounds so different from how it does in the Ost district. Though that makes sense considering the distance.
That bell ringing must mean it's 5 o'clock, which means it's almost the time we were supposed to meet here.
Reen?
Elise, what are you doing here? Wait, I guess this is your school, so where else would you be?
Yes. I see all of your classmates are with you too.
It's only been a week since we saw you, hasn't it?
Well, we were told to meet here.
Wait a minute. Are you the ones? The 9 guests I was told to expect at 5 o'clock sharp?
Well, there are 9 of us in Class 7. Wait, what?
Then that would mean you're the one we were told wanted us to come here?
Actually, I suspect that would be a friend of mine. Why does she always have to be such a mischief maker? I swear, she could have at least given me a little warning that you were coming.
Elise?
Anyway, where are my manners? Welcome to St. Estraya Girls' School. I hope you'll enjoy your visit. Right this way.
Oh, they look great. Boys? I don't think I've seen that uniform before. The uniform's from Thor's Military Academy. My brother studied there when he was younger. Oh, isn't that the military academy? Oh my god, they talk really fast. Holy smokes. I'm not even pressing anything, it's just automatic. Isn't that Lady Laura? She always looks so gallant. Oh, do you think she's transferring here? Oh, right, because they know Laura. She's a noble. Okay, they know uses. Oh my god. That redhead's cute. Oh, because Elliot. That silver-haired girl looks like she needs a hug. That girl with the glasses has such an amazing figure, but oh my god, it's too fast! Ugh, I can feel their stares boring in my head. Pay them no mind. We certainly do seem to be the stars of the show today. And Laura's as popular as ever. I can't say that being admired doesn't feel nice, but please don't be too hard on them. We don't have many opportunities to meet people from outside the school. You think that boy in the front is a commoner? I'm not sure, but either way, he looks so handsome. How do you think they know Elise? Actually, you're right. This is kind of uncomfortable. Are they all the same age as you, Elise? I don't know, and I don't care. Oh, she's so jealous. Man, she is so mad at them. How can they talk and fangirl about my brother? He's mine, is what she's saying.
What's in here?
It looks like an indoor garden. This is the Academy's rose garden. The person who called you here is waiting inside.
Who did call us here anyway?
Whoever they are, they must have considerable social standing.
Your Highness, I brought the guests. Thank you. Please show them in.
Oh,
No way.
hey, Elise, is that...
You don't need to ask when you already know. Now, if you'll follow me. I knew it.
Okay, this place is beautiful though.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7. My name is Alphin. Alphin Rice Arner. It's a pleasure to meet all of you. Come on, Elise, cheer up. I'm sorry, all right? I was only trying to tease you a little. Don't you have something you wanted to discuss with everyone? Please, go right ahead. Well, that aside, it's been a long time since I last saw both of you, Eustace and Laura. I'm glad to see you're both well.
Likewise, Your Highness.
You've become even more fetching since we last met.
Aw, thank you. I was rather hoping that you'd decide to enroll in Saint Estrella too, but it seems you chose to attend Thor's after all.
Well, I've committed myself to following the way of the sword, and Thor's gives me a place to hone my skills. I apologize for not being able to live up to your expectation.
First I lost Angelica to Thor's, then you too. Perhaps I should just transfer there next year myself. Your Highness. Got you to look. But
Well, she seems lively.
She seems far more easygoing than I was expecting.
I've heard plenty about her, but none of that prepared me for meeting her in person.
So, this is what it's like to be in the presence of royalty. It's actually rather overwhelming.
I can see why people always compare her to an angel.
Me too. Please don't worry about me. Well, I still have much to learn before I feel like I deserve my status among the nobility. I've been blessed with wonderful friends, and I'm enjoying life here at the Academy.
Well, she does seem to have at least one wonderful friend. Kind of an understatement when that friend happens to be Princess Elfin.
I'm particularly happy to finally be able to meet you, Green Schwarzer. Elise has told me so much about you. Your Highness?
I'm honored that you'd say so. Elise always mentions in her letters what a great friend she has. As her brother, I wanted to thank you for that.
Rain. Oh, it's so refreshing. You're every bit the person Elise says you are. Perhaps even more so.
Oh, look at her tease, Reed and Elise.
Actually, I have a teensy-weensy favor to ask. Do you think I could join Elise in thinking of you as my dear brother as well?
Oh, damn.
What?
Your Highness! You see, Elise has spoken of you so often that in my heart, you've already come to feel like family. And now that I've had the opportunity to meet you, I fear I simply can't suppress these feelings any longer. I have 2 brothers already, of course, so I'm sure it won't take long to adjust.
I couldn't possibly. I mean,
Oh my god.
That's enough, Your Highness. Aw, don't be so stingy. Surely it wouldn't hurt to share him with me a little. Anyway, that aside, the reason I called you here today was not to talk with me.
Oh god, we're gonna talk to Prince Oliver.
There is someone else who would like to meet you.
Oh good god, it is. Or Osborne, let's face it.
Why? It's not like we're famous.
Who do you mean? Hey, isn't that...
A guitar? No, a lute?
Oh, it is. It's Prince Oliver.
Oh, it seems he's arrived. Oh,
I apologize for keeping you waiting.
Oh, he didn't really change much. It's so cool.
It's
he
a
has
pleasure to see you again.
his
And
lute.
you as well, young lady. Well, I trust everyone here has been making themselves comfortable.
Look at his hair bounces. It's so cute.
Who's this guy?
I'm not sure, though I feel like I've seen him somewhere before.
Oh, come on, guys. He just said he saw him in a magazine.
I serve as a music instructor in the hallowed halls of this fine academic institution.
Hi, Dan.
In truth, I am ever on the hunt for that elusive mayfly we call love. But that might raise eyebrows at a girls' school. But whose pulse would not quicken wandering into this untainted cloister of dew-eyed maidens? Ah, the romance.
Though we know his love is Scheherazade, so... Psh.
Could he be?
I think that's quite enough. Any more of that, and our guests may start edging toward the exit.
By the way, I hope you guys can hear the voices. I don't know. I'm guessing you guys can.
Ah, I can always count on you to never miss a beat, my dear sister.
Oh, wait. So this is... Whoa.
Indeed.
The next thing that we're gonna see the
'Tis
king.
I, Olivert Rice Arner, also known by some unscrupulous individuals as the Debaucherous Prince. I also serve as Thor's Military Academy's ornamental chairman of the board. It's a pleasure to finally meet you.
We went from the gardens to the dining hall. Dang. I like how they all changed their outfits.
I have to admit, I was surprised to learn that you're the chairman of the board of directors, Your Highness. I'd heard that the chairman was a member of the imperial family, but still.
I'm not surprised. Who would expect the infamous prodigal son to chair a committee at a prestigious academy like Thor's? I suppose it's not surprising they'd rather keep it hushed up, though. It wouldn't exactly be great for the school's image.
That's surprisingly forthright coming from you.
Is it really true, though? I mean, that you were the one responsible for establishing Class 7, Your Highness?
Indeed, I was.
Yes, I'm eaten. How have you been, Dev?
You see, it's always been a tradition that a member of the Imperial family serves as chairman of the board. At first, I wore the title in name only, but I had a change of heart after my vacation in Liberl 2 years ago.
You were in Liberl back then?
That would put your visit during the incident that occurred there, correct?
Right. All I've done since I returned to Erebonia has been inspired by my experience during the crisis in Liberl.
Yeah, they kind of don't really explain what it is, but it happened in the second game of the Sky series.
As a result, fruitless though they may prove to be, I've set a number of plans in motion. One of which is to bring the winds of change to Thor's military academy. A gust of fresh air, if you will.
Winds of change, huh?
I can only assume you're referring to our class?
Then the one who decided to throw both commoners and nobles into the same class was...
Yes, the idea was mine. Although the selected students also had to have a high aptitude with the Arcus units too.
I think I'm finally starting to understand the reasoning behind Class 7, and why we're being sent all over Erebonia on these field studies.
To show us firsthand and give us cause to consider the conflict between the two factions. That is the purpose behind our field studies. Is it not, Your Highness?
That is one of the reasons, yes. However, my foremost intention was to show you that during your lives, you will encounter many obstacles and conflicts, not just between factions, but between the capital and the provinces, tradition and technology, even between nations. In these turbulent times, I thought that this would provide the hands-on education today's promising youths need. We need up-and-comers who can think and act independently to face tomorrow's challenges head-on.
That makes sense.
Wow, that's quite a plan.
I can't help but feel a little unsure whether we can live up to such high expectations.
Hearing your explanation has, at the very least, cleared up many of the doubts I've had up to this point.
Class 7 does seem like an ideal environment to expand one's outlook on life.
I feel like going through everything we have so far has brought us closer to doing exactly that.
Yep.
Marvelous. I'm so pleased to hear it. Just listening to you makes me feel even more certain that establishing Class 7 was the right decision. Especially since while the idea itself was mine, I have no real say in how the class is run day to day. Even so, I still hope to meet all of you at least once, if only to tell you all this. And that was when Alphen stepped in and offered to set up this little meeting.
I see. Well, I could hardly refuse such a sincere request from my brother. But it also presented me a fine chance to finally meet Elise's beloved brother, as I've always wanted to. Your Highness!
Thank you for taking the time to tell us all of this, Your Highness. I feel like now that I know, I want to live up to the promise you saw in Class 7. Thing is, am I right in assuming that Class 7 doesn't exist just to fulfill your progressive ideal?
What do you...
Oh?
The board has its chairman, of course, but 3 directors beside. My older brother Rufus, Imperial Governor Carl Regnit, and Irina Reinford of the Reinford Group.
Oh, yeah.
Now that you mention it...
They do seem to have certain expectations for us.
Precisely. As I mentioned, I no longer have anything to do with how Class 7 is run. That authority lies with the directors. As you're keenly aware, Rufus and Governor Regnit sit on opposite sides of the factional divide. And while Chairman Irina is mostly involved with Class 7's technology, like the Arcus, her intentions are a mystery to me. And it's those 3 who decide where you'll travel for your field studies.
Is that right?
When you put it that way, it does make it seem like some kind of bargaining is taking place behind the scenes.
It was one of the conditions they gave in exchange for allowing Class 7 to be established. I'll admit, I hesitated to allow it, but I decided to place my hopes in you.
Oh, he's saying that there could be stuff that's being sus at the school.
We believed then, as we still do, that one day you all will be a great light that can push back the darkness of this country.
Ah, anime and the darkness. And light.
Well, I suppose when I put it that way, it sounds positively heroic. But that's just me. Don't feel too pressured by it. Your students, first and foremost. Reach out and grab that fragrant rose of school life. Join a club. Eat cheap food with your friends at midnight. Fall in love. We live but once.
I love that he
Make
blinks.
your youth count.
Like he blinks too. Fall in love.
You know, it's weird, but hearing you say that kind of takes a load off my mind.
He's seen shit.
By the way, Just earlier, you said that we believed the Class 7 would be a great light. Is there someone else involved with Thor's who shares your vision for our class, Your Highness?
There is. Principal Van Dyke.
Ah, now we know the principal is a good
I
guy.
once attended Thor's myself and studied under him. He gave my proposal to establish Class 7 his full backing.
I see.
He's been particularly considerate toward us ever since we arrived at the Academy.
While he has no direct control over the running of the Academy, he does preside over the board meetings. And above all, he's the one who assembled an excellent team to give you first-rate training.
An excellent team, you say?
Are you referring to Instructor Sarah?
Well, she's certainly one of them. Still, coaxing her away from her former line of work certainly played a large part in giving Class 7 a great foundation. She is, after all, one of the strongest people in the Empire, and her experience makes her a natural field leader.
Wait, what?
Instructor Sarah? One of the strongest people in Erebonia?
Exactly what experience might you be referring to?
Assassination.
I've even heard rumors of her daring exploits myself. She was known as the Purple Lightning. Doesn't that sound exciting?
Wait. Purple Lightning?
I knew it.
If you two have heard of it, it must be a household name among martial artists.
That's right. Though I've just heard it in passing.
Ah, that young ace of the Erebonian Bracer Guild, and one of the Empire's most famous bracers.
Okay, I was close. Not an assassin, but a
She
bracer.
has a history full of brave feats and dangerous deeds. She was even the youngest bracer to achieve A-rank status. Back then, she was known as the Purple Lightning. Now, you know her simply as your homeroom teacher.
Oh, okay. What a twist! My second guess was like Jaegers. Assassin, Jaegers, kind of the same thing. Oh, thanks for seeing us out. I never would have guessed you were friends with Princess Alphen of all people. I wish I knew how much of what she said was genuine. Elise? What the hell? Thank you for taking the time to come here today. Take care on your way back to your lodgings. We will, thank you. Thanks for showing us around. Good night. Good night, everyone. Wait, aren't you gonna say good night to your brother? Wait, what? What? Bye. What? What the hell? Don't worry. I can't kind of understand where she's coming from. I doubt anyone could have guessed that Her Highness would extend such a bold invitation to you. I'm not sure how that's my fault. Nah, but you gotta take the blame anyways. Ah, yes, I almost forgot. Reen, I have a small favor I'd like to ask of you. Of me? Your Highness? Oh, you're going to ask him? But of course. You see, tomorrow I'll be attending a garden party sponsored by the local government for the start of the festival. Or rather, Marcus's father invited me to attend. Yes, I seem to recall hearing that myself. That's the one at the Crystal Garden in Mater Park, right? Indeed. Anyway, let's not waltz around the matter. I was rather hoping that you would join me as my dance partner, Reen. Does that mean... Do you think Her Highness knows that old saying? A dance the day of wedding tomorrow? I'm sure that's fully in the realm of tabloid speculation. Still, there's no denying that many will interpret it that way. Whoa. Hold on a minute. I don't think I can... I mean, it would be an honor, but it's like too great of an honor for someone like me. Oh, not at all. Your father may be a baron, but the Schwarzes have long had deep ties with the imperial family. I apologize if this comes across as rude, but inviting you would likely create less opposition than if I were to invite Eustace. I see. Well, I can't deny that. You didn't apologize. I find your choice rather fascinating, actually. I mean, I think anyone would pick Reen. Eustace, you're not helping. Anyway, I really don't think I'm the man you want. Sometimes I can barely keep from tripping over my own feet. Is that so? Elise once told me that she asked you to help her practice the finer points of ballroom dancing. In fact, she says you're an excellent dancer, that you step lightly and very gracefully. Is that not true, Reen? Well... I understand. It was rude of me to trouble you with a petition like this on such short notice. And besides, I don't suppose he would have much interest in dancing with a little girl like me. No. That's not what I mean, Your Highness. That's my sister, alright. She really knows how to twist the knife. Your Highness, please. You too, Prince Oliver. Looks like they're having fun. I had no idea the Imperial family was such a lively and cheerful bunch. And of course, guys, it's just this great guy. I get the feeling they aren't all like this. I'm pretty sure her twin brother is like that too. Cedric? Ah, I see now. How could it not have crossed my mind? Perhaps the truth is that you already have your heart set on someone else? Or is there someone you're already courting? Why is Laura looking at him like that? Well, do you? I'm positively dying to know which maiden has conquered the battlefield of your heart. Wait, yikes, how am I going to get out of this one? I'm gonna try to turn her down gently. Very well, I shall relent this time. Huh? However, next year I'll be 16, just like your sister. That's when I'll be making my debut into the high society, so I'd be very happy if you'd give my invitation some thought. Oh, is this gonna be in the third game or something? Because there's like a bunch of games into the Cold Steel series. Well, aren't you the lucky one? Her Highness really seems to have taken a liking to you. You really ought to have accepted her invitation. It might have led to something truly unexpected in the future. Nah, I doubt it. It seemed like she just took an interest in me because I'm her friend's brother. She didn't seem all that serious about it, so I figured she was just trying to tease the two of us. Can't deny it seemed that way. But I got the impression that wasn't all that was going on there. You weren't the only one feeling nervous that whole time. Prince Oliver was an even more unusual person than I'd heard. No doubt about that. He seemed entertaining to be around. Oh yes, he is definitely an entertaining guy. I think he was like one of my favorite male characters in the Sky series. I mean, everybody is great in that game. But I think compared to all the characters, I think he brings like a lightheartedness to the group in the Sky series. I mean, here he's not that playable. He seemed easygoing, but hearing him talk about our classmate, what we're doing, feel even more important. And besides, he gave us plenty of other useful info. Yeah, including the fact that the board of directors seem to have their own agenda for us. I have no idea what they're planning, but their motives seem incredibly suspicious. Agreed. Hearing about the instructor's background kind of threw me for a loop too. I wouldn't have imagined she used to be a bracer. Maybe because you don't really see them around anymore to begin with. A rank is more or less the highest you can be. I assume you already knew about her history fee? Yep, the guild is every Jaeger Corps' main competition after all. Probably even ran into her a few times during our operations. Really? Unbelievable. I'd almost forgotten about those good old days. That's right, Jaegers are a bit more ruthless than bracers in the context that they will take assassination jobs and do a lot more like crimes as their jobs. Bracers don't really have that. Instructor? How long have you been there? So, looks like you finally found out about my work history, huh? I guess that kind of tarnishes my ravishing adult charm a bit then. I hate to break it to you, but you didn't have any to begin with. Shh. Did you hear an old maid sighing? What was that? Oh. Good evening, everyone. Captain Claire? This is quite the unusual combination. Oh. Let me be the first to assure you that this wasn't my idea, but the governor's asked me to tell you that tomorrow's field study is being put on hold. Instead, you get the exciting opportunity to help this lady and her goons with their evil schemes. Huh? What evil schemes? Sarah, could you maybe not try to put them up entirely before I even had a chance to explain? Actually, there is a matter I'd like all of you to help us with. I've discussed this with the governor, and he decided that this would be the best way to handle the issue. Wait, is that what? Now, if you'd be so kind as to get on board, I'll explain everything to you at the command post in Heimdall Central Station. What? We're gonna get arrested. We're gonna get arrested. Oh yeah, never mind. We're going to that station again. Like that room we were in with Carl Regnans when we came here. Terrorists? What the hell? Indeed. I'm afraid we have no choice but to define them as such. Unfortunately, we have no clue as to their aim, nor do we know the names of the group's members, its size, or its history. At present, it doesn't even seem that the terrorist group has established a name for itself. That's a lot of unknowns. Would I be correct in assuming the man we met in the North Highlands, who was trying to start a war, is a member? Oh yeah, that guy. You've not been arrested before? It's not so bad. No, I've never been arrested before. Were you arrested before? And what for? You don't have to say if you don't want to, though. Because that is a personal question. So he's one of them, He said his name is Gideon, or G, or something like that. So that's what that man you encountered in the Highlands was up to. He does sound like the terrorist type. And you think he and his group are going to try something tomorrow on the first day of the summer festival? We're currently operating under the assumption, yes. The summer festival lasts 3 days, but unlike festivals in other provinces, only the first day garners much attention. It's been a month since the incident in Nord. If they intend to make their next move soon, tomorrow is a likely time. I'd have to agree. Terrorists do love their time in the spotlight after all, and considering how easily Gideon gave you his name, I'm betting we'll start to see them acting more openly soon. First, you gather arms and other like-minded allies in secret. Then you reveal yourself with a bang and keep going in quick succession. That's the typical terrorist MO. I see. And you want us to assist with countermeasures against them? Right. The RMP will be joining forces with the Heimdall Military Police to bolster the capital's security. Unfortunately, as big as the capital is, I can't say with complete confidence that there'll be no holes in our security. That's where you come in. You'll be assisting our security measures as a reserve force. Ugh, it'd sure be nice if the guild was still active here. They would have come in mighty handy right about now. Yes, I don't disagree. Sarah, you do know that the RMP had no involvement in the guild's withdrawal from the capital, right? Oh, really? I mean, your boss and that brother of yours could hardly make their opposition to the guild more obvious if they tried. Well... Wow, these two really seem to have a messy history between them. It sure looks that way, especially where the guild is concerned. Although it sounds like your brother has been keeping busy in Crossbell recently. Wait, what? Which one is her brother? So, what's it gonna be? Whether you choose this as your field study task for tomorrow is totally up to you. Now I'm kind of curious what her brother is. I'm trying to think, like, who is... There's a lot of characters there. And for some reason I can't really remember like the faces of characters besides like a few selected people. And that's good that you were not arrested for terrorism, Dev. That's a good thing. If you decline, there are plenty of tasks the governor needs taken care of, like you've been doing the last 2 days. The summer festival is a busy time after all. Lots of little details that need to be squared away. I think I speak for Group A when I say we'd be glad to join in with the anti-terrorist countermeasures. Group B feels the same. Alright then. Thank you for your assistance, everyone. Now let's move right along to confirming the patrol routes you'll be following. I guess we're gonna still stick to our side though. So like, Group B does the western side, and Group A, which is our side, which is my team, is going to be doing the eastern side. Which would make sense since each team is more familiar with their respective sides. I wonder why they didn't like bracers. It's kind of interesting. I guess we can kind of get an inkling based on of the games, like the Crossbell games, because they No, never mind. They had a Bracer Guild and they still used them. It's not like Crossbow hated them. But we could see some weaknesses in the Bracer Guild. But even in that game, they never rationalized getting rid of the Bracers. Liberal, they're very welcoming to Bracers. So this is the only country where Bracers don't exist. They did before, and now not anymore. Well, this place sure brings back memories. Up until about a year and a half ago, I'd swing by here at least once a week. Really? I wouldn't be surprised if I'd seen you around before then. Well, I did end up getting to know your sister. Fiona, right? Works as a piano teacher? Seriously? Wait, she did say she knew someone who worked at the guild. I guess she was talking about the instructor? Still, instructor, what is it that caused the guild to withdraw from the capital? I've been wondering that for a while now myself. The guild used to be pretty active here in Erebonia, right? 1 year and 6 months. Huh. Yeah, the direct cause was guild branches all over the country being blown up. But I'm sure you already know that. The culprits were a Jaeger Corps, hired by a nasty bunch the guild was at odds with at the time. Well, still is, but anyway, thanks to a dependable ally, we were able to defeat the Jaegers, but by then, the Imperial government had its eye on us. They started making life difficult for us, took away most of the guild's authority in the country, leaving our hands tied. Eventually, the branches here started closing one by one, with no real prospect of ever reopening. So that's how it was. Instructor. Don't worry, your dad might be the city's governor, but he wasn't really involved. A certain friend of his, however, was very involved. You're talking about Chancellor Gileath Osborne, representative of the Imperial government, I assume. Yep, him and his cronies in the Imperial Intelligence Division. It's kind of like a sister organization to the Railway Military Police. Anyway, after that, I was out of a job. That's when Principal Van Dijk came and offered me a position at the academy. I started as a combat instructor last spring, and after that, I wound up being chosen as your class's homeroom teacher. I still help out the guild from time to time, though. That's how I ended up bringing in our Jaeger princess here. Oh, knock it off. That's cute. So that's what happened. You mentioned that a Jaeger Corps was responsible for the attacks. What was its name? The Zyphers, right? Oh, it wasn't the same group B used to run with. They were called Jester. Not a particularly high-ranking outfit. I see. Never mind, I don't know them. Worried about me? Well, I did suspect that it was likely a different corps. From the sound of it, the Jaeger Corps V belonged to was a pretty large one, though. Oh, definitely. She was with Zypher. Their leader was this insidious guy known as the Jaeger King. You name a combat specialty, Zypher had it covered. They were the only corps on par with the Red Constellation, which has its roots in the Berserkers of the Middle Ages. They caused me plenty of trouble back when I was still a full-time bracer. Look who's talking. You caused us plenty of trouble yourself. It's hard to believe this all happened to people we actually know. Yeah, it sounds more like a story out of some novel. Anyway, the terrorists you've been hearing about lately aren't part of any Jaeger Corps. I figured that was the case. Generally, Jaegers are interested in just two things: money and fighting. That Gideon guy you encountered in the North Highlands doesn't seem to fit that description, though. If I had to guess, I'd say he's acting on some kind of deep-seated grudge. A grudge, huh? Well, it's hard to say anything for sure. I never met him myself. From what I understand, he did seem particularly tenacious. He was definitely that, which means we're really going to have to step it up for our patrol tomorrow. Your involvement is just a precautionary step, but if you're going to help, give it your best, I say. Seems like your teamwork is smoother than ever too, so all the better. Anyway, it's late, so get your report written and get some sleep. I'm gonna crash in one of the empty rooms upstairs. I guess she must have stayed on the western side before, and then tonight she's staying with us. Because there's two branches in Heimdall. The eastern and western branch. The instructor never changes, does she? You sure? She seemed more talkative than usual. Feels like she was pushing herself. Now that you mention it, she did seem far more forthcoming with information than usual. Maybe she's feeling a bit weird being back in her old workplace? You might be right. Still, I guess we're not really in any position to be worrying about her. We'll just have to do our best to coordinate with Group B tomorrow to make sure everything goes smoothly. Agreed. Alright, the sooner we get that report written, the sooner we can get some sleep. And now this will be the third day.
Drinks are on me someday.
Okay, I'm guessing that's Gideon.
The time is finally at hand. At last, the hammer of judgment shall rouse this indolent capital from its slumber. Yeah!
Is it the
Comrade
commoners?
G, all of the necessary preparations are complete.
That was the guy that we saw in one of the... We saw him earlier in this day around the street with a lot of stores, including the department store. I think he was setting up the decorations. I wonder if everyone here that was part of setting up the decorations is in on it. I don't know. I'm just guessing because it says Citizen. It could be any other random NPC.
But it feels like you have so few men accompanying you.
Wouldn't it be wise to call in a few others for backup?
There's nothing to fear. As long as I have this flute, not even the railway military police stand a chance of stopping us. Tomorrow, the people of this land will at last know our name. My dear comrades, I shall be counting on you all. Yeah!
Alright, I'm going to go check on Group B before heading over to the Railway Military Police's command post. Just give me a call in your Arceus if you find anything during your patrols. Okay, will do, instructor. Leave it to us. Still, I was expecting Captain Claire to be our point of contact. Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to agree to cooperate with the Railway Military Police. Yeah, after you said what you said. I'm not exactly delighted about working with them, but things are looking pretty serious. I'm helping them this once and acting as their point of contact. But I won't let them forget for a minute that they owe me. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Tell Fiona thanks for the breakfast. Sure thing. Alright, we should get moving too. We've got our designated areas, so we'll be patrolling them one by one, keeping an eye out for anything suspicious. Instructor Sarah said she'd contact us around noon too. Let's be off then. Yeah. I'm guessing the city's gonna be packed with people since it's the first day of the summer festival. That's all the more reason we need to stay especially vigilant. That means talk to every single NPC. Wait, we don't have like anything? Oh, no side missions. It's now full on track with the main plot. But I'm still talking to people. No one can stop me. Oh, this is gonna be a festival. Ooh. Who's gonna clean up all these? Oh, I forgot what these are called. Tissue paper? Confetti. Oh my god, confetti. But maybe it'd be better off watching on Pink. Oh, everyone's gonna get ready for the parade. Look at all the people! Don't worry. I sometimes forget what neighborhoods look like. Ooh! Oh, Fiona! Fiona, what are you doing here? What else? I'm helping out. Can I interest you in a super special gelato that me and Agnes made together? Oh, give me some ice cream. Tetra gelato. No! A special gelato with swirls of 4 different flavors. Damn! I want some. That sounds good. Oh, whoops. Whoops. Something nice. There's a gelato place close to my house. They make their gelato, and I would have gone there to get gelato because it's supposed to be really good. But apparently the management there are horrible people. Like, really bad. They're kind of anti-competitive. No one's like anti-competitive businesses. Especially since this business is pretty big. And because there was like this thing that happened where like a small local business came up and was operating beside it. But they were operating in the same building. But the gelato place was like, hell no, you're selling the same stuff as us? Get out of here. And then use like their legal, like basically they use legal reasons to and their resources to basically kick them out. It sounds bad, but like because they basically kicked the business out of the same building on technicalities, and it wasn't like the fault of that small business. But they still kicked him out, and like people were shitting on him, and I would shit on him too, because it was kind of silly about like how they were able to do it, because it's somewhat unreasonable. Basically, like the gelato place was like saying no places can sell drinks. But but the little business is a food place, so they're obviously going to sell drinks as well, not just like food. But they were like, "Oh, you're not allowed to sell drinks, so you're basically out. Like, go away." And they were kicked out. And they were kind of scummy because after that little business left, they were selling like similar products that little business was selling, and it was just in poor taste. I would think that's in poor taste, because they were one social media post, they were like, we're sorry we're doing it this way, but it's not our choice. But then the next post they'd be like, we're selling the same products. It's so scummy. A lot of people did feel that way as well, because like it hit like the local news in my town, and the small business on their final days in that location had their business booming. It was crazy. There were lineups for their food to the point that they ran out of stuff because they just couldn't. They were like not prepared for like the influx of customers coming in. It's crazy. I mean, I know it's such a short-term support from people, but it just shows how much people didn't like that kind of attitude. But yeah, that gelato place is has mean management that would do that sort of stuff. But like people still go there because they like the gelato stuff. Like, I have to admit their ice cream is good, but I hate their management. Oh. You have to go. I believe we're gonna have to go everywhere. Yeah, now the rest of this hour is just going to be talking to everyone. What's wrong, Milton? Oh, hi, Elliot. There's a pretty interesting rumor floating around at the moment about someone just vanishing all of a sudden. Did you say vanishing? Do you know any more details? Oh, got your interest, I see. I don't know. This is some juicy stuff. Speak up, or we'll force it out of you. Right, I get it. Dang, you two are scary. So yeah, like I said, someone from one of the apartments around here just straight up vanished. The caretaker came by to check on them this morning and found the room as empty as if no one had ever lived there. The only thing left in there was the key to the room. That's quite a curious situation. Yeah, especially since they disappeared without even telling anyone. I've never heard of anyone leaving town during the summer festival either. Maybe they had a reason they had to move out so quickly. Do you think this might be related to the terrorists in some way? Sounds like kind of a stretch. Whoa there! You guys seem like you got some good material. What's this about tearing wrists? Come on, filling me in. Don't worry, it's nothing important. There does seem to be some substance around behind this rumor though. Agreed. I think we do well to keep this story in mind. If that's all there is to investigate on Alto Street, we should move on to another part of the city. So yeah, I believe... Okay, so I kind of want to walk around all the paths just in case there is something we could be missing. Similarly to what happened when we were at the watchtower, when we were trying to look for stuff, obviously they will show you markings on the map that will be something that we need to actually look into. But then there will be some things that are on the ground that will be sparkling. It wouldn't be on the map, but it'll be sparkling on the ground in front of you. And it'll be important to find. Girl, men never notice little details like earrings. Should I look for new weapons? I think weapons is gonna be important. I thought I got some new shoes. Oh my gosh, she's not wearing anything. Holy shit, I made her fight with no shoes on. Well, that's embarrassing. She had no... Oh, you know why she had no shoes on? Because of the quest. But that's impressive. I basically fought a boss with her not wearing shoes. Whoops. Oh yeah, so the parade will be happening around here. Oh, it's gonna be exciting. Oh wait, I gotta go look at all the stores. Yeah, I'll leave guys alone. Yeah, tourists, you're annoying. I'm just kidding. Happy Summer Festival! Woo! Commemorative gifts. That sounds really awesome. I was gonna buy some new equipment. Whoa! Look at that. Okay, we definitely gotta get an Assassin Mayuki. Okay, I'm gonna get this. Okay. Equipment is my priority. Alright. Man, that's why they did so little damage. Oh my god, it was like basically almost 200 difference in attack. Oh, is that him? No, it's not. I do hope he notices and comes back here. I don't know, he kind of stands out in that suit. Excuse me, something the matter? Are you speaking to me? As a matter of fact, I'm trying to find the owner of this briefcase. A lost briefcase, huh? Where'd you find it? Slow down now, it's not quite accurate to say that I found it, or that I lost it. I actually have this exact briefcase, you see. As fate would have it, I bumped into the owner of this one earlier, which led us to mistakenly take each other's. That's ridiculously unlucky. What an absurd coincidence. I could scarcely believe it myself. I came back the moment I realized, hoping he'd do the same, but he's yet to turn up. That explains things. Regardless, I plan on waiting here for a while longer. Thank you for lending me a friendly ear, though. You're welcome. Could we offer him our aid, Reed? Yeah. Would you mind if we lend you a hand? We might be able to find him if we ask around. Are you sure? I feel terrible burdening you like this. But simply waiting for him to return may not be the most effective method here. Don't worry about us. You're all so kind. Are you truly sure about this? We wouldn't offer if we weren't. Thank you so much. Alright, if I'm going to be relying on you, then I should properly introduce myself. The name is Bond. James Bond. And I'm currently employed as a broker in Crossbell. I've only come here to Heimdall a few times, so I'm not all that familiar with it. Your kindness means a lot to me. Would you mind telling us about the owner of this briefcase? Of course. He was a rather old fellow wearing both a suit and a hat. Oh, and there's a guidebook in this briefcase that details the major attractions of the summer festival too. It mentions Princess Elfine's limousine passing through the Garnier district during this afternoon's parade. And next to that was a little note that read, "Don't miss this." That's all about I can tell you, unfortunately. I think that might have been enough. Guess we should ask around in the Garnier district first then. Yeah, he might be already there. Yeah, James Bond. You know he definitely is. Finding him shouldn't prove too difficult with the description we received. Especially when we know the exact model of briefcase to look out for too. Speaking of which, is there anything notable in your briefcase? The bunny plush I bought for my daughter would stand out the most, I imagine. Understood. We'll keep that in mind. We'll start searching immediately. Thank you. I really hope you find him. Thanks, Dev. I need that bless. Man, we are definitely not gonna finish talking to everybody. This place is huge. What's wrong? Suspicious people. Suspicious NPCs. Did you notice something? I thought I sensed someone suspicious. Do you think it was one of the terrorists? We can typically depend on Fee's instincts at times like this. Might have been in my imagination. Lots of people excited for the festival here. Could have been one of them. Either way, that's something we should know in our report. Like Laura said, terrorists could be anyone. Anyway, I don't think we're done investigating the street yet. Let's get back to our patrol. Yeah, I'm not done yet. I was still looking around. Oh, I need to buy the newspaper. Commemorative gifts! Give me gifts. Looking around, sparkling. Oh, right. I gotta do some... creating some food later. But I don't have lots of money after buying weapons. Yes. Give me some free stuff. I want the mini statue of Emperor Dracos. Damn it. Just finish the parfait, you little kid. Eat faster so we don't miss the parade. That's what that woman's saying.
Woohoo!
What the?
I'm on a roll.
I didn't even notice. I was just talking to
I
NPCs.
can almost taste that grand prize.
Crow?
Ah. How's that field study coming along?
Oh, it's going fine.
Oh, right. It's only 30 minutes from the school to Heimdall.
Why are you here?
Oh, you don't know? Classes don't run back at the academy during the summer festival. So I came here to squeeze as much fun as possible out of this fortuitous bit of free time.
Meaning...
The summer races, of course.
Wait, you came all the way here to bet money on horse racing? We're minors. We're not allowed to place bets.
Do I look like a lawbreaker to you? There's a magazine that's running a prize contest for the summer races. You send in your predictions, and if you're spot on, you win a really fancy prize.
So you came all the way to the capital just to check on that?
If only we all had such boundless energy.
All right, time for some serious praying to the goddess. I'll leave the money here, okay?
Thank you very much. Come back anytime.
He's just
Anyway,
randomly here.
I'm heading over to the cathedral over in the Sonic district. Peace.
Thanks.
Come on, goddess. Let me win that prize.
That seems a rather pedestrian thing to pray for.
So irresponsible.
That's Crow for you.
I remember someone saying a lot of their uniforms are very different, but if you look at the girls' uniforms, they don't vary too much aside from what they're wearing for shoes.
Anyway, I think that's all there is to investigate on Banker Street. Time to move on to one of the other areas.
And pants for the guys, but the girls is not too different. Ooh, is there some like unique dishes? Nah. I need to go to the bookstore too. See if there's new books. Oh yeah! Don't want to forget the books. I like a nice skirt and tie pairing, right? Okay, so we looked at Vancouver Street, Alta Street. We're gonna go Garnier Street last because we have like. Let me see if that's a separate quest or not. Oh, it is. Oh no, okay, it is a separate quest, so we can go to Garnier. Don't want to forget to doing this. Hey, Becky. Hey, didn't expect to see you a lot here. I take it you're all here to bask in the summer festival. Heh, Heimdall's great, isn't it? If you want to see how the sausage is made, this is the time to be here. I guess it's a shame we're not here to brush up on our business skills. Not everyone's a business geek like you are. And while I'm not it, why do you need to waste this experience? There's food stalls. That's why I'm here to rein you in so you don't end up getting lost. I'm moving my screen. Oh. welcome. Are you here for some fresh juice? Well, kind of. I want to see if we got some limited time juice. Yeah, I saw a guy like that not that long ago, actually. So he was an exact match? Yep, old man with a briefcase wearing a suit and hat. Right? Bingo. That must be him. We're actually trying to find him. Did he tell you anything that might have given you an idea of where he was going? He did ask me if there was a good place to sit around and relax here. He also mentioned that he wanted somewhere simple to sit. So where'd you tell him to go? I recommended Alta Street, which isn't too far from here. In retrospect, maybe I should have been more specific and recommended a store. Oh, where Elliot lives. Yeah, if that's where he is, then checking at 12 probably our best bet. Thank you for your cooperation. Well, we're gonna go there last. Which is why I'm glad I didn't grow up in a Catholic school, because I wouldn't have made it. Oh, wait, why? Why would you say that, Dev? This is a jewelry boutique that Phantom Thief B burglarized yesterday. The timing does seem more than a little suspicious. You don't think he has any ties to the terrorists, do you? I can't see it personally. He didn't seem anything like the agents we met during our field study in Nord. True, he didn't seem much like a terrorist. Well, you say that. Too playful. Wait, playful? I feel the chance of Phantom Thief B having ties to the terrorists seems slim. We should investigate somewhere else. I'm still gonna talk to everyone. You can't stop me. Skirts and ties? Oh my gosh. I think it would have actually been null to it because it would have been an everyday occurrence for you. Oh yeah, I have no money. It may look beautiful, but this gem's alluring glow has drawn countless innocent souls into dire misfortune. Yeah, probably financial misfortune. Whoa, there's so many people out here. I'll look around the area first. Okay, can't go there. There's a lot of people around here, so I'll go there last. Okay, so we looked at everything. Ooh. Next time I go out, I have to remind myself, like the next time I go out somewhere that has a crepe place, I'm going for a crepe. There isn't a lot of crepe places around this area. But they're pretty good when you eat one, so. I haven't had one in a long time. Have you guys eaten crepes before? I'm running a little short on the pocket money, so does 50,000 euro in the premium bullet sound reasonable? What? Why yes, my family's horses will be. Oh my god, these guys are gambling on horses. Don't be gambling, guys. It's not good for you. Okay, so we gotta go to the hotel. Oh my, aren't you the military academy students from the other day? Hmm? Oh yeah. We know she's definitely evil because of the trailer. Crepes? Aren't they just thin pancakes? Ugh. They're very thin. But they're also sweet too. I never gamble unless it's Texas Hold'em. I don't even know what Texas Hold'em is. Did she come all the way here just to see me? Miss Clotilde! I didn't even get another chance to meet you. Now get their autographs. Hurry. Get her autograph. Actually, we're here as part of our field study again. We're doing a patrol of the city. Aw, isn't that a shame? But I'm glad to see you're all working so hard. I see the two of you were able to make peace too. I'm surprised. How could you notice such a small change when you only met us once 2 days ago? Oh, was I right? I just had a feeling that might be the case. Call it a woman's intuition. Anyway, have you noticed any significant changes here since we last talked? Well, thanks to you all taking care of the beast, I've been able to truly relax during my stay. I've slept wonderfully. But now that you mention it, I did notice a suspicious-looking group of people near the hotel last night. You did? There were 2 of them talking in the back alley near here, hats pulled tightly over their heads. When they noticed me trying to sneak a peek, they panicked and vanished into the night. I did overhear them talking about a plan of some kind, though. A plan? It does sound rather suspicious, although we don't know enough to say for certain. Yeah, it does sound something that we should keep in mind. Thank you for your help. I'm happy to have been of service. Still, I'd love to stay here and talk for a while, but I'm afraid my schedule is a little booked up at the moment. Are you busy doing something for the festival? Yes. I was invited by a member of the Imperial family to sing at a banquet being held at the palace tonight. I was actually on my way to rehearse for it. I wish I could go and watch, but I doubt there's any chance for that. Obviously. Well, good luck. We wish you all the best. The same to you. Goodbye for now. She's definitely sus. This is a pro for you. Even when you wish her luck, you're the one who ends up feeling encouraged. Indeed, she never ceases to surprise. That's all there is to investigate in the Garnier district. Time to move on to one of the other areas. I'm still gonna go walk around, you can't stop me. Oh, I'm trying to talk to this guy. I know we can't go into Clotilde's room because she's probably in the fancier rooms that we can't access, but she's definitely sus. Oh, I almost forgot to talk to Axel. Or Rex. Didn't expect to see any of you here. You can get a look at Princess Alphen too. Once the parade's over, I'll sell you photos of her for a mere 100 mira a pop. There's something especially debates about a student from our school trying to get away with something like this. Do us a favor and try not to get caught up taking pictures as you walk into the room and get yourself run over. Yeah, but his pictures aren't as lewd, so thank goodness. I think I talked to everyone. Okay, let's go to Alto Street. Oh, I think I forgot to talk to people here. Yeah, try to talk to this guy. Oh yeah, I don't need that. Oh, there he is. Hey, Reen, check out the briefcase. This might be the guy we're looking for. Excuse me. Why, hello there. Something you need from me? Funny you should ask. Really? Well, let me check. The man opened up his briefcase and checked the contents. Oh no, this really isn't my case. You're right. Please take me to this Bond person right away. Please accept my apologies for not noticing sooner. I don't come to Heimdall that often either, so your quick thinking saved us both. Oh no, I can't take the credit for this. It's all thanks to these students how things worked out. All I did was stand here and wait. These young men and women are so kind. Once again, allow me to express my thanks to all of you. Not everyone would take the time to search for me like you did. I'd like to second that. Part of me was worried that I wouldn't be able to return to Crossbell, but now I can, all thanks to you. There's no need to thank us, really. We didn't do much. That's hardly true. Please take this. It's a little something from Crossbell. Ah, Mishi! We meet again, Mishi. You sure we can have this? I insist. Thank you. Is there anything else you need before we leave? No, I think everything is going to be just fine. Thank you once again. I love Laura. Oh, I love their friendship. They're gonna talk to each other. So sweet. Went to Garney's. Oh yeah, Oz District is next. There's a lot we can look here. I really should be working right now, but oh well. Happy Summer Festival. Here's are things going well for the rest of the year too. Hey, no. Cha-cha. Yeah, I knew we were gonna look here. And here's the entrance to the underground waterway. What would something like this be doing in a residential area? Especially with all the monsters in it. That's just Heimdall. They find entrances to the underground areas from time to time, but it's not much cause for concern. Everyone's smart enough to know that they shouldn't go near them. That puts me at ease. Nonetheless, everything seems to be in order here. Huh? What's wrong, Pete? Did you notice something? Nothing. Chances are nobody's in there right now. Nice to know. Problem is, the footprints we left when we came out of here yesterday are gone. And what does that mean? It's likely that someone went in there yesterday after we all came out. Then they erased any evidence they would suggest they had, erasing our footprints in the process. Sound about right? Are you certain you're not overanalyzing this? Not completely. It doesn't hurt to keep it in the back of our minds at the very least. That's all there is to investigate in the Oz District. Time to move on to one of the other areas. No, it's not. We're not done yet. We gotta talk to the the lead kitty cat. Oh. May I ask what you're doing here, Patiri? How does it look like for us? I'm running this stall. Any delinquent with her salt knows that festivals are the best way to empty people's wallets. Oh, that's cute. Oh! Thank you. That was very sweet of him to give us that fried fish. What the heck? Oh, and you're sharing food together. Aww. Anything new? Should I make Celestial Bomb X? I think this one might be overkill. Like, look at this. Oh shit. 10k. How much health do I have again? That's actually a little bit too much for us. I don't even have lots of money to get celestial bombs, so no thanks. Oh. Whoa, his house is pretty big. I know they said it was like his house looks cheap and like really squished, but his house is like almost as big as Elliot's. They never make the house that really reflects like the situation, because this is a huge house. Oh look, it's Mr. Tittles. Yeah, seems like everything's peaceful around here. Okay, that's good. We'll go Draco's last. Oh yeah, some of this place is gonna be blocked off because of the Imperial family. This area appears to be appropriately well guarded. The soldiers patrolling the park appear to be from the Heimdall military police. It looks like the Imperial Guard from Valflame Palace is in charge of security for the Crystal Garden itself, though. I imagine security is going to be airtight, considering the garden party is going to be held here. Yeah, especially with Princess Alphen in attendance. This level of security is probably standard when it comes to members of the Royal Imperial family. I thought I smelled something familiar. Oh, Patrick Star. Hey, isn't that... Oh, Patrick, you're here too? But of course. I did receive a personal invitation to the garden party. I see you're all tied up with your field studies or whatever you call them. Even on such a fine day. You poor souls. Ugh, he really does get under my skin. I've gotten used to it already. Are you alone today? I was under the impression that your butler, Celestine, always attends you, but I don't see him today. It's true he's often at my side, but I spend plenty of time on my own as well. Don't take me for one of those useless nobles who can hardly lace up his boots without his butler's help. I always get the impression his butler was there more to keep an eye on him. Did you say something? Me? Of course not. Well, I wouldn't want to get in your way. I'm sure they have you running all kinds of menial errands. Meanwhile, I intend to introduce myself to Princess Elphin. Try not to be too jealous now. Now, if you excuse me. He would kill us if he knew that we met Princess Elphin and had dinner with her and Oliver. I can't say I'm all that jealous considering all that time we spent together with her yesterday. She even invited Reem to be her dance partner. You know, after seeing that, I can't even bring myself to be irritated by him anymore. Well, since the security in this area seems perfect, it should be relatively safe from terrorists. Yeah, I think it's time to move on to another area. Are you sure it's perfect? Is something bothering you? I feel like we're forgetting something. Now that you mention it. Oh well, maybe it'll come back to us later. Hello? You forgot that there is a well there where people can come in and out of. Maybe wait, you know what? We'll go, where was it again? I think it's Garni District? Cause it like, oh there it is. Because the opera singer was saying how there were people being sneaky here. What's this? It's definitely this place. They can enter it pretty easily there. Although they would only still be outside Mater Park. But we can't rule out the possibility of the military that's guarding the place will have people that are part of that terrorist group. A bunch of people quit.
Ooh, this looks like a good spot.
Oh yeah, can I fish today? Nope. What in Adios' name are we supposed to do now? You're telling me young folks these days can't count on any of them. Is there some kind of problem here? Oh, you're those students from yesterday. And as a matter of fact, we do have a bit of a problem on our hands right now. What kind of problem? Well, it's nothing you need to worry about. But last night, a bunch of our younger workers up and quit, just like that. Most of them hadn't been here more than half a year. They just started really getting used to the work, after all. Now, thanks to that, our schedule's been thrown out a lot of whack. That is a significant problem. Is there anything we might be able to lend a hand with? Nah, this one's all on us. We should be able to fix our own problems, after all. If they were gonna quit, they could have at least stuck around long enough to train their replacement. I'll bet they got all caught up in the festival hoopla and just decided to cut out of work altogether. Is it too much to ask for a few hands who appreciate a good day's work? Something about this sounds kind of fishy. I get that people would be all excited about the summer festival, but enough to quit their jobs? The timing does seem suspicious. Yeah, let's keep this in the back of our minds. My god, you're just keeping everything in the back of your minds. Let's go to Draco's Plaza. Oh no, we can't get there yet. May as well talk to everyone here.
Sure are more people out than there were yesterday.
There's a festival, baby.
They must have all come to see the Imperial family's parade.
Oh. Oh man, I don't even remember that either. Is it? What the heck? Dang, this is really good for 900. Dang. Oh, these are amazing, but I don't have money. Damn it. Did you notice anything, Mr. Musician? Nope. The palace sure looks busted today. The Imperial family's parade starts here, doesn't it? It's pretty nuts. Yeah, they've even got special security arrangements for the event. I've heard that the limousines they'll be using have high-quality shielding to stop bullets and explosives too. I guess you can't be too careful with the members of the Imperial family. I've heard much about the skill of those in the Imperial Guard too. Seeing them in person, it appears those stories were all true. They should be able to handle any crisis they may unfold here. Oh, thank God, okay. Oh wait, Anton and the other guys here. But I suppose like this only ever reopened my old wounds of love. I'm gonna save. This is Class 7, Group A. Rin Schwarzer speaking. Hey, it's Sarah. Give me an update. Understood. Oh, she sounds way more serious than usual. I see. Something sounds off, alright. Though judging by Fee's reactions, it doesn't sound like the terrorists are wandering the streets. We haven't seen anything that would lead us to believe so. I think there's something happening behind the scenes though. We just can't be sure what it is. Keep sharpening that instinct of yours. It'll prove invaluable to you. It's almost time for the Imperial family's limousines to head out from the Valflame Palace to their respective events. Crown Prince Cedric will be going to Heimdall Cathedral in the northwest. Princess Alphen is headed to Mater Park in the northeast. And Prince Olivert will be going to the Heimdall racetrack in the southwest. Prince Olivert's got an extremely capable bodyguard with him though, so I'm not too worried about him. I've tasked Group B with looking after the Crown Prince, so I'd like you to keep an eye on Princess Alphen. Just make sure she gets to the garden party safely. After that, you can resume your patrol. Understood. We'll head to Mater Park at once. Was that the instructor? New marching orders, huh? You guessed it. The limousines carrying Princess Alphen is about to leave Valflame Palace. Our mission is to make sure she gets to the garden party safely. Right. We should get to Mater Park as soon as possible then. We can follow the main street. Alright, as soon as we're ready, let's head for Mater Park. I don't really have much options. I'm gonna see if there's like anything. I haven't really noticed anything, but I'm gonna use a guide to help figure out if there's anything suspicious. Oh, I knew I was supposed to do something. Oh shit. Did I kind of fuck up? Oh, I think I might have fucked up. I knew that was one that I had, but I didn't expect it to do it like that. So we're gonna end it there, and tomorrow I'm gonna load back a bit, like before we do the stream. But there was a part that I can suspect, but I didn't expect the game to make me do this because I didn't think it would make me fight monsters. But there is an area we have to do, so. So I'll end it there because I have to load back my other file, which isn't too bad because I saved before we went to Girls' Australia school. So it's not too much anyways. It's just like a bunch of cutscenes and talking. So with that, we're done. And then tomorrow we're gonna continue the game because like I said, we didn't play this game too much. So that's why we're gonna continue more tomorrow. So yeah, it's only gonna be 2 hours. It was pretty short. What the heck? But yeah, I wanted to play more of this game since we didn't really play it that much. But yeah. Damn it. We were so close. So close to doing almost right. I knew it, but I didn't want to. Bye though.